This person's saying, can you use your client's customer list as data in an ad campaign? Does it have to be clients from the area you're targeting, or do clients in general work? Okay, there's a lot here. So let's start first of all with both strategies, using in-market data and using a customer list, makes sense. The customer list, it depends on how you're going to use it. If you're going to use it for retargeting, you're retargeting your existing customers, and you're basically, that would be for upselling them, retention, customer retention, things like that. If you're talking about using it, because I didn't know what you meant, if you're talking about using it to build a lookalike audience, like for example on Meta, where you get find me more people, in other words, hey Facebook, Meta, find me more people just like these people. The issue is that at last I checked, you have to have 1,000 names in a list in order to create a lookalike audience, meaning you have to have 1,000 customers. Not a lot of people have 1,000 customers. Maybe you do. If you do, sure, you can use that list. But the thing is that maybe the customers you have, even if you have that 1,000 customers, maybe you only get like a 50% match rate on it on Facebook. So that's another potential issue, right? Because it's only going to match X amount of them based on the matchup of the data you're uploading and what Facebook can match on. But the other thing is that maybe the people that you've been selling to over the years aren't really your ideal customer profile for what you want moving forward. If that's the case, then what you really need is you need to get more of like what's happening now and then filter it the way you want. For example, let's say that your future is that you want, people who make over $150,000 a year, and they live in these states, and they have this many, they're married, they own a home, and whatever. You have like some ICP that's like your perfect avatar. Then you should create an in-market list and filter it down to those people who represent what you ideally want in your perfect world, and then you can create the lookalike audience based on that data versus what you just happen to have had as customers before. That's just one example. There's also a numbers game. And the second question you had, as far as the area you're in, yes, if you're only targeting a particular area, I think it'd probably be better to stick to using the data that you have just from people in that area. But I mean, honestly, other than location, the other elements of that person are going to match the other psychographics and demographics that match up, that identify that person, or the elements around that person or that group of people. It's going to find more people like that, irrespective of their location. So I'm not sure that would be an issue. I think you can do that, and irrespective of location, because ultimately when you end up targeting the campaign, you're going to target it in a certain area, and that's where your geographic constraints going to come in. I don't think you have to worry about whether or not it's in the data you're using to create the lookalike audience, if I understood your question correctly. So anyway, there's room for both. Both are valuable, but existing customer data tends to be very limited in many ways, and using in-market data is how you kind of create a blue sky opportunity to go and get the people you really want.